Mari kita sambung. Last time kita buat yang mission ni. Okay. Ni kopi ni. Kena cari lagi compression coil so. Okay, 8 out of 10. Lagi 2 ni settle dah. Lagi 1 ni kill hierarchy Ziegler ni kat mana? Where? Okay, bukan kat planet ni. Planet lain ke apa? Paradise Island. Okay. Bukan kat planet ni. Okay, tak apa. Sambung time nanti. Bukan sekarang lah. Okay, kita buat yang ni. Exclusion zone. Ni kena pergi kat sini. Okay, sudah tiba. Tunggu dulu.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Cause the schism between the Protectors and the Order?
Oh, a visitor. Without notice.
What's up?
Hello. You weren't mentioned in my latest personalized order projection. I mean, prediction. Granted, I mostly skim the parts what don't cover probabilistic dangers, so perhaps you were alluded to in some, roundabout fashion. Suppose that means you're not a threat. So that's good, right? Yeah, I reckon that's good.
Honestly, you lost me after Halo.
Oh. Well, the Order have got these things called personalized order predictions. Take about an hour for them to get a read on you. Then you get updates about your, path. First time I got a POP, it was on a lark. It said, Rolo Nast, our seer has predicted you must wear a helmet today.
Bunch of balonies.
I borrowed one. As a laugh. Everybody ribbed me about it. Just after lunch, wind picked up on the cliff above and dropped a mock apple 152 meters straight down onto my head. Fortunately, I still had that brain case on.
Really? How accurate would you say the order predictions are?
I mean, if you want an exact estimate or percentage, talk to them. As for me, I just got that, anecdotal feedback. A few times, I couldn't make heads or tail of half of it. Like, avoid anything representing whole numbers? I didn't know what to do about that. So I just stayed put. End of the day, I'm still here, and my co-occupant Ike isn't. So, I guess them prognostications work well enough.
So you say the order prediction have helped you. Their forecast just impractical vague to me, I guess.
You did catch the part I said they'd save my life, right? I think alive is a notable improvement on dead. That's something you can take to the bank, Figuratively speaking. I don't know why the other displaced have been so slow to take to them. But I'm not complaining too loud. Waited for my latest POPs long enough already.
Like I said, a bunch of balonies.
Oh. Administrator Agarwal. Here to finally hash this out, are you?
What was this?
Thought this day would never come.
Yes, well, our esteemed outsider here has agreed to thoroughly appraise our situation, in the hope that we may finally close the book on the exclusion zone once and for all.
They say you asked around. Listen to folks. That's a good start, at least.
Remind me again what this whole agreement's about.
The seer predicted imminent danger to the exclusion zone. In the interest of safety, the displaced must leave.
Well, the displaced are the ones taking that risk, on the grounds the predictions can be false.
The displaced are under the Order's care, and the Order should decide what is best for them. Hence why we need the help of an outsider. Mediator, I leave the fate of the exclusion zone in your capable hands.
Let's talk about the displays and their perspective.
I'm all ears, Mediator.
You heard about this business with the Sub-Rosa altercation?
The what now?
When grievances between the displaced approach fisticuffs, we hire Sub-Rosa hooligans to duke things out for us.
That is unquantifiably absurd. And I don't see how moving into the exclusion zone will help.
Overcrowding leads to frustration. Minor issues get amplified in productive ways.
Unproductive is one thing. Paid Donnybrooks with surrogate fighters is... well, I'm at a loss for an applicative metaphor to describe it.
I spoke to the camp doctor about the health situation.
I understand he is rather short-handed.
Yeah. Someone should get right on that, huh? Anyhow, what was the good doctor's diagnosis?
He has meds to treat sickness, but he can't cure overcrowding.
At Auntie's Choice, we'd view this from a lens of how sickness undercuts productivity.
That is indeed unfortunate, but the dangers predicted for the exclusion zone may outweigh these concerns.
I found evidence of collapsed structure.
Collapsed? But we built Matriarch's Mercy to optimize comfort and safety.
I'm guessing you're saying this wasn't an official structure, more of a hastily assembled, precariously built shanty.
Refugees shouldn't have to build on this condition. These huts come crashing down.
People are struggling to make do with what they have. If we had the exclusion zone, this wouldn't be a problem.
I'm aghast these structures weren't built following established Order construction guidelines.
I'd like to discuss what I found about the Order's
Speak on them.
Rodonas taught me a bit of the Order's tradition and their usefulness.
Did he also happen to mention they were needlessly oblique and vague?
He said they weren't always. It always seems convinced they should be forward.
Quite right. Rollo's co-occupant might have also supported our warnings, had he heeded them.
I don't know. You ask me? When it comes to these Order predictions, there's a lot of room between a probable and definite outcome.
True. I spoke to Vicar Ordini about his for this.
You mean that missionary type who's always talking at everybody instead of to them?
She's out of touch with people's actual needs, but then again, so is the Order. This value education, but I found her methods questionable.
Her mission is to uplift and enlighten.
She's indoctrinating, not helping us. Can't you see the difference?
Point taken.
Provisioner Plotnik informed me about the Order's effect.
You actually got the Provisioner to give you the time of day. Huh.
Ah, yes. I sometimes forget Provisioner Plotnik is also assigned to minding the displaced's needs. Her role is largely proactive, while mine is reactive.
The previously committed attention to this place for nothing.
Fair enough. The Order does keep us refugees fed and plenty, medicated. To give credit, as I do with blame, where it's due.
By my calculations, you've explored this topic from every conceivable angle. Admirable work, Mediator.
Of course.
I suspect that your sympathies lie with the displaced. Unfortunate if true, but I leave the decision in your capable hands.
I roll for the display.
Well, if this is the fate that was augured, then I will not complain, though it goes against my very nature. Please, be safe. That's all I ask.
Not to worry, Administrant. The exclusion zone is our problem now. Here. You stay out of trouble. We'll try and do the same.
Good luck.
Yes. Just hope we've done the right thing.
Once again, stranger. The Order won't scare us off that easily.
This close to DeVries, feels like we're finally on track to set the universe aright. Anyway, need something, Commander?
Nope. Alright, settle into. Oke, ini padain. Where is this? Bukan kat sini ke? Ke kat planet lain ni? There was some nearby. Where? Bagilah aku tunjuk. I cannot seem to find nearby.
What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's Mercy is no safer than the trenches.
Look on the bright side. I predict that the worst is
Friends,
behind us.
neighbors, the grand plan is the predetermined order to the entire universe. We can predict it down to a decimal.
Nearby.
Look, I'm not with Auntie anymore. We all have reasons to leave.
Really? What was yours?
Oh, try not to get too close. My sinuses are stuffed up, my ears are backed up, and my guts are gurgling. I could burst at any moment. Every fluid from every orifice. So keep your distance.
Good news, Docs. Hollis Bradley asked me to bring you some medicine.
Law, finally. Real relief for my fake symptoms. Let's see it then.
Was it worth it to you?
Well, ain't this healthcare in a nutshell? If it's bits you want, you can partake of what I scrounged together on account of folks taking pity on me. You have my gratitude, stranger.
What do you make of the situation around?
I think it's downright awful what's happened to these fine folks. But me especially. Sickness, malnutrition, spontaneous genetic disorders, it never ends. You too. Trust me, you don't want to catch this. Neither do I, for that matter.
This year prediction. Where? Prediction. Oh, ni ke? A taxidermist, a seven with needle and thread, can be found within the bounds of matriarch Mercy. An auto mechanical that has fallen prey to scrappers is located to the west in the Guardian Estate. A plumber, a specialist in the most depraved and yet essential biological function, is currently in the trenches of combat. Taxidermist, matriarch Mercy. Matriarch Mercy, Kayak di sini. Needle and thread. Taxidermist.
Thus, if we compare the rates of dust accumulation inside the settlement to outside, and then we solve for the... apologies. Just catching up on a research assignment between queries. Yes? Did you need something?
I was wondering if you could tell me the square root of pi.
Oh, doesn't everyone have that memorized? It's 1.77245385. Ah, I see you were making a jest and or attempt at conversation. Anything else?
How do you think the displays feel about living here?
You must be exceptionally pleased with the statistical jump correlated to residents within Matriarch's Mercy. Numbers here are pretty compelling. According to data, life inside shows a notable uptick in key relevant quality of life factors: longevity, access to medicine, potable water. Life outside sees increased risk of starvation, inclement weather, and hostile xenofauna. Yes, indeed. Numbers are really against you out there.
Most people need more than medicine and water to be happy.
We have diverted internal resources to better meet demand in key areas. And I'm pleased to say that's led to a statistically significant 2.7% increase in refugee satisfaction.
I'll let you
Then
get
back to it I shall get. If you have queries, I have figures.
What kind of data do you have in support of the effort here?
Given our present circumstances, most of my data revolves around existential threats vis-a-vis the displaced. According to data, life inside shows a notable uptick in life outside sees by quite a healthy. We have diverted internal then. If you have queries, I have figures.
I mean to ask about the situation. It isn't here distracting.
Ah, distraction and I are. The abbot felt a scientician to show how the crabble patties are made, as it were. That is, if the meat preparation involved a 90-step rate formula and a conflux of polynomial equations.
So you're just messing out here in public so passerby can watch you mad?
I am also on hand to answer queries by providing data supporting our actions. Though perhaps due to my central location, 89.74% of the time, I am simply asked for directions.
But the other 10.26% of the time they're asking you if they can use the
I am
space.
sure they bear any inconveniences with grace and dignity. According to data, life out.
God.
If you have queries, I have
You
figures.
usually perform advanced calculation in the midst of a busy certain...
Typically, no. And it has been somewhat challenging. Then back.
Boring.
How do you feel, darling?
Like a Gorvid's got its hands around my lungs and keeps... I still don't get it, Piotr.
Bread? Crackers?
Run me through it again.
Just mathematically unnecessary.
Taxidermy.
I brought up your statement for one of the examples. She told me to wait. Minutes later, she returned with the mini-computer.
I miss. How do you do, stranger? Always nice to see a friendly face around Matriarch's Mercy. Though it's a pity I can't lend more aid to our downtrodden collective. I'm just a humble taxidermist.
You're a taxidermist. How much do you know about suturing wounds or reattaching limbs?
You are talking to the first prize winner at the Stuffed Ursapod Club, 2 years consecutive. But something tells me you didn't come to talk shop. What's this about, Agent? Am I in trouble?
I'm seeking medical specialist help, Docs. Hollis Burleys.
What? And you think that's me? Listen, friend, a little skill with needle and thread does not make me a qualified medical professional.
To the medical. Surgery, taxidermy, same thing. You don't have the luxury of high standards.
Clearly you don't suffer from imposter syndrome. Have it your way then. I know when I'm being voluntold. But you better make it worth my while. Before I agree to anything, I need sprat corpses. Several. And no victims of violence, please. My art depends on the quality of the sleeve.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
When you're done considering this small deed, seek out the trapper Frankie Billings. Word has it she's out north in Auntie's Choice territory, so watch yourself.
I'll come back once I got my hand on some fresh bird.
Fresh being the operative word. My thanks, stranger.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders and the order to...
Lagi dua Guardian Estate. Over here. To the west. 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 Itu aja kompas. West mana West?
Damn this dust! Stay back! Oh, wait. You aren't one of those damn scrappers. Apologies, stranger. These eyes don't see as well as they used to. Perhaps it was fate you met me here. A capable sort like you is akin to an oasis in a hellish wasteland. So might you be willing to help an old injured man with a simple task?
How about you tell me what happened to you first?
I was injured attempting to scale that cliff face to the estate. Wouldn't do to have a fresh wound out in the open, where anything might happen upon me. So I hunkered down here. See, I came here to salvage my, memoir manuscripts. I left some files behind when I fled the estate after the war broke out. Tragic, yes, but what else was an old man to do? If you're keen to help, one file's in a locker in the tram station. The other's in the mansion, in the late vigilance quarters. Simple to collect, once you get past the scrappers.
You don't look that old. I already found the file you after. Don't look much like a manuscript though.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Come now, hand them over. Ah, yes. Beautiful, beautiful. My handlers will be mighty pleased with these indeed.
Handler, that includes Agent Cobalt? You know something was fishy with this operation.
You're acquainted with us then, and you still hadn't managed to connect the proverbial dots. Ha! That there is proof. I've still got it. Old Spider is mighty good at keeping secrets. All I can divulge is that valuable data like this here always paves the way to lucrative business ventures.
So you're selling the vigilance secret to the highest bidder?
Ah, bother! Just when I thought I mastered the art of speaking cryptically, You're quicker on the uptake than I expected. Anyhow, here's your payment for a job well done. And since you're apparently known to others in Sub Rosa, I suppose I can add a bit of knowledge on top. Been watching the scrappers for a while. They stick to raids, nothing big or risky. All the same, they caught the attention of a sentinel. Imagine they were being brought to heel. Sentinels work in secret, but someone somewhere gave the scrappers word that he was coming and bringing trouble with him. They killed him upon his arrival, of course.
Okay, so what's the issue?
Reckon someone within the Protectorate tipped off the scrappers. Let their own sentinel walk into a trap. Perhaps they have an interest in keeping the region lawless? Who knows?
Thanks for the intel. Bye, Spider. Wait, you're on the one, You're not the one. Let's go. Bullet shield, no. Ninja, no. Brand enthusiast. Start over. Buying or selling item with vendor accurate good way after accurate enough you gain permanent discount. Okay. Scared. Oh, I should not. I'm gonna go with Face Reader. Companion. The puncher. Yes.
You fixing to lurk all day? Or are you fixing to get two?
Wait, what I'm supposed to do? Bukan hang ke? I guess not. Ooh, this opportunity is central for trauma kit. Spare anything. Yay, new pets. New pets unlocked. Pretty. Your sharp eye keen mind allow you to observe what can be applied some smuggler. Yes. I wonder. Yes, kalau tadi benar. Yep. Bukan orang siapa. Higher taxidermy tu je ni. Compass. So and northwest. So merah north. West belah kiri. So itu yang situ north. Kita pergi dekat Guardian ni dulu. di situ, luas sebelah kiri. Dari sini. Udah dekat. Udah pergi ya. Tekan gas kat sini ya. Yes, aku salah. Atau tiba kompas. Oh, nggak boleh tadi. Di sini nggak apa-apa. Tahu kan ya. Lagi seorang dekat trenches of combat, a plumber. Trenches of combat. You know what? I'm just gonna choose the taxidermy guy. Why am I like this? I wanna go there. Who are you?
You lost, stranger? I don't see a lot of new faces in these parts. What are you? Order? Protectorate? Anti?
Just passing through on a mission. On one part investigation, one part vengeance.
Well, don't that beat all? An unaffiliated freelancer. You and I are a dying breed. Me, I'm a sprat trapper. Cute little things, but their tallow and hides fetch a high price. Used to be Protectorate, then worked for the Order, then Anti. Whoever's calling the shots on a given day. Now, I'm just waiting for the dust to settle so I can find out who I work for tomorrow.
So you don't care who wins as long as they fill your bid cartridge?
That's the idea. Maybe a little bit of Auntie's consumerism rubbed off on me. Or maybe I'm just a pragmatist. Anyway, you need anything only a humble sprat trapper can provide, you come and find me.
How's business?
Lower than I'd like, but that's not the first time I've had to tighten the old belt. Things will pick up once the war is over. Unless a rift devours the colony. When that happens, sprats and bits will be the least of my troubles.
The taxidermist back in Matriarch was on some fresh spread corpse.
Gregory? Well, I'm glad to hear he's still kicking. Loyal customer. Very particular about his sprats. These being hard times, I've had to raise my prices. Gal's gotta eat, and I don't care for sprat meat.
Ooh. Jeebus. Steep cost for vermin, but my client is high standard.
Trust me, Gregory is an artiste when it comes to biology, and every artist needs the right canvas. Pleasure doing business.
700 pun. Not that.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever
Any luck with the sprat hunt?
I got some sprat corpse for you.
Decent quality, all things considered. Frankie's work is second to none. You can tell the good doctor I'll be around shortly, armed with needle and thread, calipers, and my finest jar of glass eyes.
Thanks in advance for lending your medical skill to the
No, thank you. It's always a pleasure to bring passion to one's work, even when that passion is a tad morbid. Be seeing you, Agent.
Yes.
by calculating the position of every atom.
From a medical standpoint, the taxidermist doctor was an unconventional choice. But I can't deny the results. Take this. On behalf of the Order and the displaced, I thank you. Now, will there be anything else?
Yes, there was something further.
How can I be of service? My supplies are running low.
Give me more of this. Yes. Burst SMG. Heavy marksman rifle. Heavy, huh? Shotgun. Shotgun. Sniper. Sentry blade. Kau rasa aku dah ada blade? Yes, blade. So maybe trick blade. Baton. Moon staff. I'm rich boy. Alright. Settled. Boleh buat main quest. Uncover further correspondence from Abbott Newell.
I communicated your prediction to Administrator Agarwal. I'm not sure why she's budged on letting the refugees move into the exclusion zone, but I agree. Very worrying indeed. Anything I can do to assist you? Yes, what have you discovered?
I found an interesting message for you to one of the computers about Sir Wiley.
About me, was it?
I converse with many members of the Order on a number of subjects. No doubt I was extolling Sir Wiley's numerous virtues. We can discuss this more at a later time. Any other updates?
Victor was making bombs for the breeze. I barely managed to keep him from self-detonating.
Well, praise the architect for small allowances. I'll speak with him. If you were able to talk him down, then hopefully his beliefs are not beyond curation.
Assign that task to me, High Scholar. Victor's obviously more dangerous than anyone knew. You shouldn't endanger yourself. The monastery needs its abbot now more than ever.
Your concern is greatly appreciated. However, I think it's best I speak with him personally. He'll confide more openly to me. Plan willing.
Agreed.
Speak to Abbot Newell if you've more queries.
I'm not loyal enough. Investigate. So how can I get there? I'm guessing here, and then we go back.
And I'll take care of him, Commander. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Wrist weapon prime.
Let me know when you need a distraction. You lot couldn't hit the block. I'm the one you need to worry about. Love to, but I'm not ready.
Wake and
Why here? Damage. try death sentence. Close the hunt. Great against armor. To the ammo. Never mind. Shot. Shot round. Let's try Zen pistol.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
You lot couldn't hit the bomb side of a freighter. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Guys, why? All on the wrist. Thanks. A lot. Just died. Blind.
Oh my god.
Weapon time!
Pistol lagi efektif. Power. Wait a minute.
I still don't think both of us needed to apply to become soldiers. Surely a single medicament is worth one enlistment.
Yeah, I reckon I'd just let my husband... risk his life by himself. Wish you were back in Matriarch.
I still don't think both of us needed to apply to become soldiers. Surely a single... Welcome to the trenches. I don't know what side you're on, but we haven't killed each other yet, so that's a promising start.
Didn't I see you two in Matriarch Mercy earlier?
May have. I was too preoccupied with Anatoly's condition to pay attention to much else. When he got sick, I made some rather questionable life choices in exchange for his medicaments. But I'd do it again.
Maybe getting sent out here ain't such a bad thing. At least the front lines give you the option to make a difference, don't they?
All the change in the universe doesn't matter if we're both dead, darling.
So why are you both here in the trench? Are you feeling better, Anatoly?
Much better, thank you. The Order predicted that medicine and fresh air would improve my constitution, if not my disposition.
Oh, come now, dear. I've always said you're charmingly grouchy. If the Order cured that, they'd have me to answer to.
So why are you both here in the trench?
Because I'm not letting my Piotr catch a bullet over a case of the sniffles.
He's risking his life for me because I've risked mine for his. Though, between you and me, I think he just gets lonely by himself.
Ignore him. I do not get lonely.
Sure. Do me a favor, stick together and look out for each other.
Ain't need to tell me. Piotr and I have been through a lot. We'll handle whatever else Arcadia has in store for us.
Farewell, stranger. Do keep your head from being perforated and whatnot. If you need us, we'll be cowering in this trench.
You really gotta tell everyone we're cowering here?
Keeping our colleagues' expectations low is rather important
Halt!
to our...
What is your destination? Leaving with that heading will bring you in direct contact with the forces of Auntie's choice. Perhaps I should peruse Malkin's Immutable Mathematics again. I've only read it 4 times.
I didn't mean to, but I already take it.
Now that is what I call a stubborn clog in the old pipes.
This war cannot come to a conclusion soon enough. The wartime rations are making assignment in proximity to the latrines even more unbearable than is typical.
I do not believe you have clearance to be here.
No, but who are you to stop?
Wait. The odds of your survival are directly inversely proportionate to your distance from this emplacement.
Move on, freelancer. I've been tasked with only treating enlisted personnel.
4 meters tall. Now probably closer to 6. Probably the biggest dinosaur there ever was.
Hope you aren't being transferred here.
Turn it off.
If you're here to help, then you should be aware that we've all been placed on standby after that last attack.
Impressive. Their personalized order prediction must have been quite favorable to inspire such confidence. All access to that area of this trench line has been restricted to authorized personnel only. It isn't safe, given the rift activity.
Who are you to stop me? You can try. Examine factor arbitrary. I'm grateful the architect has provided for us the advanced mathematical formulae required to calibrate our artillery and anti-air weapons to such a degree that anti-stress forces have no chance of breaking through our lines, and yet being required to fall back and allow those barbarians into such close proximity with the monastery's galling. To even contemplate the chance of stray artillery shells striking such an august place of high learning makes my blood boil, not to mention the terrible blow to morale it will cause better unrest. Whatever that means.
Hey, got a distraction for you. Over here. Free hole in the head.
Not possible. No target to gut.
You have a very non-scholarly look about you.
Of course.
Cause trouble and I will school you. Chapter and verse. Perhaps it would be advantageous to... No, that won't function optimally. Do you have a specific matter requiring discussion with me that cannot be postponed? I'm rather preoccupied at the moment.
Really? Preoccupied with what exactly?
Auntie's forces have pushed us from our initial trench line into our fallback trench, thus making it the new primary trench. Despite the fact that we are currently holding back Auntie's forces at the new, more narrow front, this leaves us in the unenviable position of requiring a new fallback trench. That being said, we shouldn't need another trench line. Making a final decision over what to prioritize in the construction of this trench, given my current resources, has been a substantially more difficult task than I first estimated.
Why do you need more trenches?
Auntie's forces have pushed us from our initial trench line into our fallback trench, thus making it the new primary trench. Despite the fact that we are currently holding back Auntie's forces at the new... That being said, we shouldn't need another trench line.
What do you need? What do you mean by shouldn't need another trench line? Isn't this an active war zone?
Our analysis shows us that Auntie's simply lacks the resources to push through the current front line. However, there is a vanishingly slim chance that Auntie's has more resources in transit outside of the Arcadian system that we simply haven't accounted for yet.
I thought they would solve this kind of problem with mathematics.
Correct. In this case, standardized algorithms, which includes a Poisson distribution method, using the data we accrued from years of tracking the frequency of different attacks. Unfortunately, I find myself in the extremely unlikely and distressing position of having these algorithms inform me that every type of attack is exactly equally probable. My dilemma.
What kind of threat will you be facing?
Many, unfortunately. Auntie's human soldiery, raptidons, mantisaurs, scrappers, and even wild arachnids. In summary, many and varied.
That's a lot. Maybe just make the trench equally good at defending against everything.
Alas, I lack the resources and time. I appreciate your input, though.
Good luck with
Perhaps it would be advantageous to... No, that won't function optimally. Or we could... No, but if they deploy manifolds, it would be better served having...
Try not to deviate from the norm.
What is this? Cooler tank, yes.
being this close to anyway. Need something, Commander?
Need crafting available. I need ammo for we can compare around. Tak boleh. Ammo untuk rifle. Oh, are we here?
We regret to inform you, Zeranium Manufacturer 7 is presently under lockdown. Unauthorized entry is barred due to contrivance malfunction, laboratory mishap, and/or miscellaneous unspeakable dangers.
Please call again at a more convenient time.
Ada orang dekat sini.
Hello? Someone there?
Yes.
Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zeranium Manufactory 7 presently and for an indeterminate time is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors.
I have a right of investigatory inquiry from Abbot Newell. Open up.
Wait, you have a writ? From the abbot? Well, we don't have any means of... yes, they said they have a... yes, sir.
Factor Maitonier, am I to understand you have orders from the abbot? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of verifying without allowing you entry. Very well. Come inside and we'll see this sorted. Building on the left.
Yes. Safe. So I cannot steal.
Yes, right over here. You're not getting down below until you talk to me. So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? And you've brought along your own rift cultist, I see. In case we required poor methodology and ample bloodshed.
Methodology? How dare you? Do you think ample bloodshed just happens by itself?
You can check my papers, but my team's my business, like it or not.
Surely. Far be it from me to question the irreproachable prudence of an enigmatic caller. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route, but fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away.
You refined Ziranium here? Was that what was used in the attack?
Yes, the source of the explosion was unmistakably Zeranium. It is exceedingly volatile unless handled correctly. Recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire to resume open warfare with Auntie's choice. One of our transport pods, filled with Zeranium, was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location.
So if you didn't do it, who did?
We have a working hypothesis about who is responsible. The initial evidence looks rather conclusive. And we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below. Which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operations.
People always underestimate us menials.
Your supposition, although grammatically dubious, is statistically correct. It is an error I will guard against making further. Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicions.
Anything else go terribly wrong?
Thankfully. Not yet, at any rate. Architect willing, that will be the last of it. Now, you'd best speak with our proctor. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you are on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results. Fate and fortune converge.
Apologies, this unit's conversation module is functioning intermittently.
Evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to naught but tinges and flinders.
Wait, so has it been classified as an accident? Or an attack?
What I'd like to know is why our illustrious seer provided zero warning beforehand. The Proctor's a low-functioning functionary at best. I mean, just
Good
look
morning.
at this mess.
Good afternoon.
Explosion.
Good evening.
Running high. We must require extraordinary.
What happened here?
What are you doing up here? How did you get past the gate?
Underneath presiding bishop, I'm trying to get low profile. Charlatan.
Oh, well, it's an honor, your, Mathness. Didn't recognize you without your cape. However, can I help you?
Is this where the cargo pod used in the attack was last anything or anything?
Everything appeared routine at the time. We launch transport pods into space regularly. They get collected. The Zeranium we refine here is used for power. It wasn't until we heard the explosion that anyone knew anything out of the ordinary had happened. I ran a systems audit on the launch sequence afterwards. Just finished constructing a report on my findings, actually, if you'd like to hear it.
Summarize it for me.
Transport pod full of Zeranium was fired from here, at Outpost Opportunity. It subsequently exploded in spectacular fashion.
Who could have done it?
A low-ranking scientician. Been here for years. Presumably she's below in operations. Regrettably, that is all I know. Now, if you'll excuse me. Again, it's been a distinct privilege, Pontifex Maximus. I remain your most obedient and, humbled servant.
Thank you for your service.
The unit beautifully acknowledges your presence.
May all our efforts add to the equation.
Yes.
Initiate Alva, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at...
Hello, Proctor. Doctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now.
Interesting.
Emergency detoxification initiated. System 7, what's her name, took over.
Things have been a mite haywire.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party.
Wait, what? Where am I now exactly?
Ah, ill-timed levity. How droll. Let's not waste precious time now. The abbot must be eager for news of the explosion's causation. Namely, initiate Alva, a low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now realizing how little we actually know about her. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about.
What makes you think she's a sleeper agent?
Within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alva seized command of the system and locked herself in the control center. She then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already.
Ooh.
Poor Jacobs lost a hand trying to pry free the outer doors. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse.
Probably need to investigate a bit before murdering her.
Whatever for. We've already established her guilt. Failed to see the use, frankly. I suppose some limited nosing about before dispatching her wouldn't hurt. Presuming she doesn't kill us all in the meantime. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a problem.
Yes. Saya gelak sangat ni.
Are you going to be a problem? Because I have a solution that requires very little computation.
Shut up. See you. Macam biasa kita explore dulu every nook and cranny. Yes. And I need some long round. And heavy round. Why not? Mods. Armor. Oh, ni aku boleh letak lagi. Plasma cloak. Probably damage resistance. Okay. Probably this one. Gini. Death sentence.
I suppose I could spare 0.004% of my daily cycle to say hello.
We're still in lockdown, so I take it you haven't shot the traitor yet.
Chill.
Failed to see the point.
I'm going.
Now, this is important. Luci described the Arachnid's Caliceri as slavering when it attacked. How?
An opening where the dead Arachnid presumably sprang from. The other shattered in the species third test time. Look closely.
How much viscous fluid would you estimate was involved?
I don't know anything about the fluid's volume. Thing attacked. I shot it. There's goo all over the spot it emerged. Measure that, maybe.
2 exemplars, dead as Pythagoras. No one's been inside
Of
operation
course
since.
she's hiding something. You think those 2 exemplars just fell wrong? They're hardly prone to involuntary self-injury. Alva's been here for how many years?
Factor said head on
Never
in.
noticed her. Just blended in with the scenery somehow. Glad those not skilled at math can fulfill some other function.
Kita check dulu area around here. I'm guessing kita masuk sini. Kena saya tekan yang tengah tu dulu ke.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
Investigate.
Yeah.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Sebelah kiri. Yep. Also cannot access.
Always account for standard deviation.
High security. The 2 order initiate appear to have been shot. Observation. Based on your determination of body state and location, it appears an initiate was forced to fire on the others, who in turn shot him. R.I.P.
Oh, hello. A visitor. Who is it they're sending now?
Yes.
And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire. Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who is that you brought with you? A friend. Another Earth Directorate agent, I see. Seems sad.
Is she talking about me?
Glorious dawn, I take it. Sensational look, dear. All this for me. fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding.
Wait, how can you tell I'm from the Earth Directorate?
I expect few in the Order know of you, but, well, I've kept to a role here that is purposely not very taxing. Others prefer calculations in their spare time. I have my stories. Between launches, I enjoyed serials, two-bit dreadfuls, periodicals. I adore Zane and Buddy, even if they are considered contraband. And you decidedly share their upright bearing. For the longest time, I didn't realize your organization actually existed. But here you are, well-timed and, no doubt, eager to help.
Eagerness and good timing are our calling cards. We'll have this mess sorted in no time. I inspected the bodies of the guards you killed. That took considerably skill. Try ini dulu.
Oh, you sounded just like Buddy, striving his best to resemble Commander Zane. The similarity was uncanny. Yes, that was terrible. I feel awful. Though technically speaking, they did kill each other. I didn't mean that to happen. They came at me, weapons drawn. My own training just took over. You see, years ago, I attended an introductory course at the Physical Education Center. I earned top marks.
Oh, well then that answers everything. No further questions.
I'm quite pleased to have persuaded you. Now, if only I had some way of convincing the others. I wish I did, but... Actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of.
Sebab Boda says you might blow this place up. You promise not to if I help you.
If you need to hear me say it, surely. I promise not to destroy this facility with all of us in it. Was that reassuring enough? Appreciate your help, dear. Please return when you have found something. May the plan favor us against long odds. Do so appreciate your help, dear.
Yeah.
May the plan guide you.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
Welcome. Okay, message from Tina. Subject word of caution. A friendly reminder that remains a 19.8% chance of one coming phase 2 blah 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 with brightening of uncountable size. Our colleague in xenobiology note that screaming, flailing one arms and other expression of abject terror only excite the creature further, so please be able to wait silently during any chance. Ongoing that concern, and as overseer of this facility, you are clearly allowed full access to all areas and equipment, but your presence in our laboratory remains distraction at best and at worst our source of anxiety for members of our junior facility. As we are no doubt keenly aware, even minor disturbance can translate into delays over time. I remain confident that you will appreciate my candor and take this in the best possible light. Launch record, status record as punched. Release, review, backup, physical record. I see. The launch records consist of number instruction that are timestamped and uniquely numbered. Using the time of launch initiate alpha supply, you are able to look at recent launch. The answer show that it was direct at opportunity. You also detect select order from the cover and collect type. Try leak paper. The funny smell leads you to leak the paper, revealing fragments of text from extra entries that have been largely erased somehow. You can make up heads of things. Yay. Being dumb ada reason, ada function juga.
Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie's being too disappointed.
Our Earth Directorate friend. Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time.
You two seem unexpectedly cordial.
The Factor is less accusatory in his questioning than certain others, which I respect. Good manners cost nothing, I always say.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different.
You turn out anything else or remember anything odd earlier?
A recent security audit brought up several curious messages meant for an unknown party, sent from a terminal somewhere on the premises. We were unable to track down the whereabouts of this mystery terminal, but one message contained certain oblique references to placing blame. Nothing conclusive, yet enough to give me pause.
You examined the launch records, yes? Did you find anything, dear?
I discovered signs that the launch records coordination have been tampered with.
Well, I'd certainly hoped they'd exonerate me, but somehow I'm unsurprised they bear signs of falsification. Believe I'm starting to see a pattern. But listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them.
That still doesn't tell us who's responsible. You think it might be Svoboda?
Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of inquiry. A Zeranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think?
Can we prove the launch was altered? You hope someone causes distraction like that.
I expect the Zeranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit.
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
If that's all, I should get going.
All right. There. I've unsealed both areas. With hope, what you discover will help us determine the responsible party.
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing you to surrender.
So ada dua.
May all your theories prove true.
Always account. Most bureaucrats I've met are fairly worthless, but Svoboda seems to have perfected the art of being an ineffectual slackwit.
Yes.
Both eyes open.
Yes. Aku dengar lagi.
Over here.
Okay.
Troublemaker approaching.
She was anything else? Okay, mungkin aku masuk.
Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a heroic individual who is handy with doors?
Yes, I have
Of
few
course.
questions.
I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely.
What do you know about Initiate Alpha?
Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had time to watch serials and read all day.
Where were you around the time of an attack outpost opportunity?
I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, I rushed here to check my terminal. The door was creaky to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside.
You were doing advanced equation in your quad? Huh.
Yes, I find it extremely self-gratifying. Did you want to come by and check my calculations? Hey, why are you smirking like that? Stop laughing!
This is central processing. If I want to reroute the launch coordinate, I do it here. Yes.
Strange question, but yes. All commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room, actually.
Did you examine the explosive wiring? What do you think happened there?
Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Not sure which ones. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing or were in a rush, or both. Well, that's about everything I know about everything. Let you be on your way. On the way out,
yes.
Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
Very sus. Examine. A patchwork array of switches, box, and cables connecting many of the facility common system, and obvious rewiring of the cables here is noticeable. Observe thoroughly. You determine that the wires were specifically configured to reroute coordinate command from the initial Alpha location in the operation room.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Exceptional.
Heavy round.
Factor's been in there a while now. Perhaps this conundrum is approaching a solution.
Yes.
I like that Alva. Granted, she's most likely lying through her teeth, but at least she's interesting.
You think she's lying?
Yes. Suppose you'll do.
Do what?
I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt. The Zeranium overflow vending has gone completely haywire. Oh, what else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? I was ordered to keep watch until a specialist arrives. Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zeranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort.
I'm already headed that way, sure.
Oh. Well, I might have kept the item in question then. No matter. It should guarantee you remain motivated to see it through. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite effectively. Shut off the gas, it's yours.
Eliminated. Alright, you guys are a specialist or reasonable standing.
Tremendous. Why, this day may average toward the positive yet. A deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
Yes. I'm guessing not there. Then. I don't think that's the way. Jangan ditangkap di sini. Maybe not here. Nak kena kucing. Pula. Oh, no. Oh, I cannot see the yellow stuff. Examine. The control board allows user to update things from the Xyranium overflow events. Make a lucky guess. Straight lucky. Guessing at the pressure limit of Xyranium gas, you identify several settings that lead this console to fail. This change required clearance. Vent Xyranium. That should work. Okay. I did it.
Ah, you're back. I see my choice in you was well-founded. Xyranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquietude have lessened along with it.
Maybe you could help me with some answer then.
With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries.
Do you happen to know anything about Initiate Alpha?
Not much. Keeps to herself mostly. Or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here.
Do you see anyone lurking about here before or after the leak occurred?
You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of cortisol can impede the encoding of memory.
Cortisol actually impedes memory retrieval, not encoding. Slip of the tongue, I guess.
Ah, quite right. Anything else?
Am I correct in assuming the leak occurred right after the attack on Outpost Opportunity?
Now that you mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, then my mind was completely occupied by this other crisis nearby. I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought since. I do hope everyone's okay.
Best be on my way.
I am greatly grateful you were helpful and effective. Farewell. This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. It's right past operations. Can't miss it. Unless you do. The pharmaceutical primer I mentioned is inside on display.
Yes, thank you. Marilah kita sambung.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Yeah. Mana ni? What's the thing magic?
May circumstances proceed toward intended results. Always account for standard deviation.
Dia kata dekat display. Aku dah ambil dah.
All your endeavors add to the equation.
Oh, hello, dear.
Yes.
Why, we were just talking about you.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
You know how the Order is, always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
Someone reroute the launch coordinate and push processing setting past tolerance.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take, except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. Svoboda has clearance, but not the know-how.
You seem like you've drawn a conclusion.
I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party. So I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Yes! Now this is definitely taking a turn more to my liking.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you dears to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
The evidence didn't prove she was guilty, and you clearly aren't telling us everything.
Yes, I concur. That may be the only part of this that seems certain. You are far more capable than some back manufacturing button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint.
I didn't really follow any of that. Is that a good thing?
I must admit, I'm not entirely sure. The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid.
You've been lying for years. Why should we listen to you?
Perhaps you shouldn't. My earlier endeavors were often disconcerting. But the truth remains. Whatever is happening here, I'm not involved. I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult assignment. More than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
That you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for years. It's all much to digest. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda.
Sheesh. I say we force the Proctor to reveal who she's working with or without your help.
I cannot be party to this, but neither shall I stand in your way.
A wise calculation, my friend. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here.
Wait, always happy to save lives. Is there anything else?
Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it?
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything. Before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
Definitively determined. Maybe a bit of a stretch.
I don't know what you found, but any so-called evidence was likely laid there for someone to discover. By a party with years spent in hiding. This is all nothing more than a flagrant example of artifice and bunco. An elaborate song and dance from an admitted imposter.
Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. No more deception. No more lies. Time to pay what is due.
No, wait.
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business.
That's that. Any thought of what to do next?
Best search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings.
It would have been nice to perform that search before there was a corpse in the room, but pickers and choosers.
Access override control. Unlock toxin evolution repository access. Rubbish bin. Commence missile recovery. As you know, I value your sagacity when it comes to supervisory matters with the set. Allow me to get the following question to you. If one had a close colleague, a friend, even whose diligence appeared to have slipped, and whose calculations have become increasingly error-ridden, what action will you advise? Surely one should not consider submitting them for promotion, speaking hypothetically, of course. Away your counsel.
The terminal unsealed the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look.
We shall. Everything sus.
This place used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors.
Ooh, the raining ray. Warning, for use in charging auto mechanicals only. Unapproved use may cause every eruption simultaneously. Interesting. Welcome unspecified associate, not identified subject, your orders. Not identified unknown recipient, your order. The attack on the outpost was meant to reignite active fighting between anti-shots and the order. Instead, it has only resulted in investigation of both localities that threaten to expose our plans. This is an unacceptable error on your part, and I expected better. Perhaps I should have entrusted this task to Luvino from the start. Cooperate with the Earth Directorate agent insofar as it does not lead back to us, and know what further failure will be met with severe consequences. Not identified unknown. In light of recent setback, the Breeze has concluded that we are to pursue contingency plan A467. Further instruction will be issued at the time of my predetermined.
The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme.
Yes, I'm pursuing the head of the conspiracy, Augustine de Vries.
Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here.
You alright? Can't tell if you're shaken or you're hurt right now.
This whole affair reminded me of the old days. The blood, the secrecy, the calculations and intrigue. Been trying to tell myself I didn't miss it. But in action, I fear, ill suits me. I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help from an operator like you. Believe my specific skills could benefit your efforts as well. I propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you say?
Help someone like you with mysterious unfinished business. How could I say no?
Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought you should go wait in the ship for a while.
Don't leave me waiting there too long, Commander. I get restless when my blades dry too long.
Excellent. Well then, I am quite ready to leave this place.
Yes.
Hello, Loyalists. It is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
I should have known.
I low for 20 years without everything in the order falling apart. Well, suppose we better head to the monastery now, yes?
Keep moving, Commander.
Realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here.
You could say that again. I understood then and understood now.
Well, regardless, I recognize you've done right by us here today. And I appreciate your efforts. May fate and fortune converge.
Thank you. Wait.
May all your theories prove true.
See lagi. MISTERI. Tak jumpa yang mana yang perempuan cakap. Dia kata ada dalam display. Mungkin aku dah ambil kot. Yes. You attack against target. Yes.
Investigator.
Left her terminal on. Maybe it holds some sign of who she was working for.
May fate and fortune converge.
Yes. Macam boleh explore lagi kat area-area ni. Mantap. Cannot go there. I guess not. Well. Time to fast travel here. You pay for hey around. Shot round.
I'm going to lend a hand at the exclusion zone. Protect the injured.
One never relishes saying we did predict a catastrophe.
Grand Architect! First an attack on the monastery and now the lift code's not working? Am I misremembering it? No. Unless... Wiley would know this, I'm sure. Agent, oh thank good odds and high probabilities you're back. There's been an incident. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My Seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order.
No.
To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift.
He's not trapped. I got bad news for you. Your Seer's not a victim. He organized the whole thing.
No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken.
I saw the transmission myself. The Seer wasn't under duress. He's working with the bridge.
If what you say is true, that is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? Align himself against the Order? Against a friend?
Wiley had good reason to turn a traitor. You sabotage his advancement.
That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing?
Jealousy? It can be hard to admit when our subordinates surpass us in skill.
Far from it. I celebrate Wiley's gifts. I recognize he's a far superior scholar than I'll ever be. I can't discuss this right now. The monastery.
I saw your message to Svoboda and Victor. You implied Wiley's incompetent.
The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own selfish gains by spreading lies and false concern over his competence behind his back. I needed him. I still need him. I'm not the savant he is, never have been. If he'd advanced beyond his current role, my deficiencies would have been made manifest to all. I'm sorry, but we really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. In case I didn't make it clear before, the monastery is currently in jeopardy.
The conspirators are trying to stop some peace talk. Do you know anything about that?
Peace talks? Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? No one outside a select circle is supposed to be aware they're happening.
This is how it isn't important. Just tell me what you know.
Representatives of Auntie's Choice and the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's an unprecedented opportunity to shorten this war. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more details than that.
No time to lose then in heading up there.
But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in prodigious and unforeseen ways.
No one asked you to come.
No? How grand! Then we are already in alignment. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be concentrated there. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Farewell.
If it's this bad down here?
Foot in mouth syndrome. You've been racing through conventional and seem to hate the idea of having to talk with others. Your choice in conversation are now randomly picked for you after a few seconds, but you gain a bonus to all experience earned. God dang it. God dang it.
Can't imagine what the situation's like upstairs.
Skill point available. Probably Synopy. Bullet shield. Intimidator. Okay. Probably Intimidator. Yes.
Are you sure that rope can support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is much.
Let's wait, I'll check belakang ni.
Someone just came up via the lift. It must be unlocked.
Yo.
We'd love to help, but not as much as we prefer to leave. Plan guide you.
Watch out for Wiley. He's accounted for everything. He'll know you're coming.
I know. And he gonna pay for that.
Seer Wiley said I wasn't on his list and let me go. He must have predicted I wouldn't fight back. I don't understand. Where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something? I don't understand. Where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something?
Ooh. So, dang, sanggup dia bunuh.
All things happen for a reason. But the wise among us know that nothing occurs without.
Can the Order teach this flair for the dramatic to all their seers? Or is he a special case?
Setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan. Hold that belief in your minds. Let it strengthen your resolve, and do not hesitate. The time for ideation is concluded. Now is the time for execution. Those outside the Order, and some simpletons within it, claim that all things happen for a reason. But the wise among us know that nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today, we are the catalyst, setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan. Hold that belief in your minds.
You're gonna pay for that.
Void, hey! Body's not even cold yet. Show a little respect. Hunter always said he wanted his body donated to the Order if it'd help advance the plan. I'm sure this wasn't what he had in mind.
Semua kena beli saja.
Some simpletons within it claim that all things happen for a reason.
Alright, now give me the short round. being cast.
Yeah. Make all solutions precede problems.
Nice of Seer Wiley to leave us this light. Sorry. Rejuvenation. Hostile.
That device may be the deciding factor in whether you live or die in the near future. Unless you can expedite hemostasis and proliferate new tissue on your own within a fraction of a second.
No. But I have been told my pain tolerance exceeds normal thresholds.
Your mother must be so proud.
What is that?
Indelibly eradicate algorithm dissonance. Yeah.
I'm seeing unfriendly sword.
Fibonacci, a sequence large with summing of two preceding numbers gives us math that brings us wonders. Define a recurrence relation, get us to sequence summation. It's Fibonacci.
Grand Architect's perspiring brow, if you try to cite the fourth pillar to me one more time, scientific advancement should not come at the cost of the grace and dignity of innocent lives. That is all I'm saying.
Inaccessible.
Ready to waste him. On your command.
Stun weapon.
Taking cover.
The rejuvenation.
Torpificator is charged.
Taking cover.
Well, that was quite alarming.
Assessing. Assessing. Indelibly. Junction boxes look familiar. Assessing. N-ray scanner should show
Threat
how to
assessment
lie.
confirmed.
What is this?
Are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative. Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist? I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75 thesis on determinism then.
Anchorites, be warned. Any conversation with these two may prove pedantic.
Fear not, my wrongly imprisoned friend. I will free you from this captivity forthwith.
Perhaps I should have explained what an anchorite is.
As your friend has correctly determined, we are anchorites, here by choice. This is where we conduct our divine calling, debating scientific precept and theory. Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief.
Care
to elaborate?
Bad. People suffer in war.
But what if widespread suffering is already taking place? And its causes should be observed, quantified, and a non-violent solution found. You do not extinguish a fire with more flame. Tell that to the Protectorate. We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle this debate.
I'll be happy to help you out. What material do you need and where can I find it?
I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition, not the first. That's important. And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces of scholarship in the scriptorium. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing.
Oh my gosh. The scribe have a lot more to worry about than a few missing books.
I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
Stu Wesley has staged a coup. He's taken over the monastery through force.
Good for him. About time someone put theory into application. What my colleague means is Landon Wiley is among our most gifted and dedicated seers. Whatever actions he's taken must be in service of the plan. I hope no one's been hurt, though.
Got some bad news for you on that front.
I see. That is distressing to hear. But as we in the Order like to say, the plan actuates by deliberate means. Let us hope this conflict resolves itself soon.
One more thing. You wouldn't happen to have any book mechanized drawer, would you?
You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer. But do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way.
You both seem knowledgeable. Any chance a woman named DeVries came to you for advice?
Epstein? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get. I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
She's a dangerous to Arcadia. Did she give you any indication of her future plan?
Was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Yeah? And how'd she react?
She hasn't returned, so perhaps she didn't like the answer we gave. Happens more often than you'd think. Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to avoid such distractions, so I would thank you to exclude us from any remote drama.
I'll be back once I visit the scriptorium.
Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Collect the essential history of mechanized door. bathhouse. This datapad contains a lengthy selective order of reading material. Some of the headings stand out to you. 193 paradoxes to point this postulate, eliminating uncertainty with only necessary violence. Say no to 0.0001% of margin of error. Risky relief the unwritten peril of undue literary perusal in the restroom. So they like to read.
Found another one. Damn it.
Mine's a hostile.
I knew there'd be a high probability of fighting, but I didn't think.
Hey, none of that. Remember what Wiley told us.
Document every corpse you find so we have an accurate head count later?
Well, yeah. Everyone, so not everyone will share our vision of the plan. We gave them the option to join us. And it's not our fault they chose wrong.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Locking them down. Mitigating the threat.
Struck out before.
That's what you get. Killing innocent people. Examine. Others may thrive under pressure, but you know me, Archie. I learned best in an environment of peace and relaxation. So what if I log some minor water damage on a tomb or two? I know sloppy of me, careless, but must I endure a litany of recrimination for more? If you ask those venerable scholars in alcohol, the answer will be yes. I cannot stand to suffer more burden, yet my research requires a certain reference book currently in their possession, the essential history of mechanized door, but you might go and control them. I already found it. The circuit breaker able to control the power for both the bathhouse and attached courtyard. Refer the writing guard and reroute power to the attached courtyard. With help from the book provided by the anchor, you reattach a few wires and soon hear a door power open somewhere in the country nearby. Courtyard nearby. Yes. I'm a genius. Save that. Cartridge. Cell. Novice dormitory.
Resorting to violence.
Look, I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got, and it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's lavation towels. Still, ain't as bad as it was in Auntie's choice, but that don't mean it's good. I just ask you folks to remember that there's more of importance out here than just your numbers.
Investigating hostile intentions.
That's what you get, boy. No.
Hostilities are afoot.
Eliminate! Here's the target.
This is the only way. Monastery directory. Scroll kecil. Oh, kesel kat sini.
Well, this is quite modest. Very simple and austere. Can hardly guess who lives here.
For a monk, our friend's sure not short on amenities.
Yep. Very modest. Oh, Abbot Newell. So this is tempat Abbot. To Abbot Newell, some investment. Not this again. Okay. Grab into this. Dang it. Mesh render key. The answer is correct. Yeah. Sheesh. I got this decryption key. Ada science juga.
This must be prevented, whatever the cost, or humanity's ascendance will be forestalled by centuries, if not millennia. Blood spilled to death. Merely correctional ink, stamped onto a test of order aptitude. And whom do we blame when a student fails? Why, the instructor, of course.
I will not forgive you. The manual cover the capacity of operate the monastery auto when on key punch. Okay. I'm coming.
The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
Wait, what's the call, Commander?
I'm open to opinions on what to do here.
Are proven willing to kill for his cause. I think these folks aren't long for this world if we don't help.
Entirely depends on your priorities. My former department would say keeping on mission is of paramount importance. But I no longer think I agree.
It doesn't matter if we're playing right into why design. We have to help these people.
Sir was right about one thing. We wouldn't be very good Earth Directorate agents if we just left them to die.
Like the cut of your jib. Hard way it is then.
Raise high probability. Wiley's got us here. He let some others go, but didn't even give us the chance to surrender.
He's lost his wits! Kept going on about his puzzle in the research wing upstairs.
That must be where he hid the key to stop the press. Hurry!
Wait.
And whom do we blame when a student fails?
Ya, pasti dia sepatah balik ni.
And whom do we blame when a student fails?
Apa dia orang cakap tadi? Lupa lah.
Guessing the safe is part of Wiley's puzzle. Odd how obvious he's made it.
Up here.
Proceeding to attack. Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
No target.
Standing by to stupefy. Suture me up. It would improve your odds.
Take me in. Help me out.
I'll handle this.
Let's not protract your subtraction.
Go for torpification.
Repositioning for cover.
Analyzing. Assessing. Warrants a more thorough investigation.
Yes.
Strange habit chance.
Hostilities are afoot. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
Potentials on one thing.
Lama pula mission ni. You know what? Kita akan sambung next part lah. So yeah, Assalamualaikum.